Pisses me off. Oh, I love the Mr. Hughes shit.
Official.StreetSmarks at gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.StreetSmarks on SoundCloud and IG. Street Smart Fanpage on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. ECW Memories on Facebook. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. May 24th, 1990, Fizzo. H-Dub, what are your thoughts on this show?
Man, this shit is, alright, so first off, it's a clip, it's a clip show, skip show, but this shit was confusing and weird. I guess we can break it down as you do the review and shit, but overall, yeah, confusing, weird, skip show, clip show, skip show.
So we have a cold open. It's the finish of last week's main event between the Pitbull and Mikey Whipwreck. Sully is completely awful on play-by-play, but he redeems himself with a post-match interview with the new champion. Mikey's looking like Felicia after Debo beat her ass. Look, just all he needed was the hair.
Oh, shit.
He had the black eye and shit.
Oh, that bitch was black than a motherfucker.
He said he never cut a promo before in his life. Sully directs him into the right camera. He's happy that he's champ. He might get killed, but he can die knowing that he was a champion. Sully tells him that he has to defend the belt. Mikey doesn't even know who his first opponent is. Sully mentions that his first opponent is none other than Kevin Sullivan. Mikey looks into the camera. He gives a face palm. He says, "Oh boy." And we go into the theme.
These niggas don't want it. Dudes coming through to do what they do. Strapped with two, aimed at you and your crew already knew that. These niggas ain't ready. Slide up inside, don't try to hide. You decide with all the clips I provide, your ass get fried. Plus, these niggas don't want it. Dudes coming through to do what they do. Strapped with two, aimed at you and your crew already knew that. These niggas ain't ready. Slide up inside, don't try to hide. You decide with all the clips I provide, your ass get fried. Everyday dodging adversity, certainly ain't no hurting me. Pull the kick though through the front or back door, a window, a curtain, surgery or a clinic, admitted for talking bullshit. Fucking a bitch war with some full lips, you know I pull quick less you stupid. Cause I squeeze bullets out metal like ready whip. They real out front with the ready whip. Plus we equipped with some spinners, ain't talking about disco thunder and Eddie shit. R.I.P. to the 91 Cavalier, we barely fit. But back to the task at hand, ski mask in hand, best ask your man. Way I do my arts and crafts make you think I was Pakistans or marshals, like a U.S. Marshal, laying down the law like a lawyer, like John Marshall. Art rip you apart like partials.
So the theme on the Tape Treasure show was actually "Loser" by Beck. You know what I'm saying? So after Mikey does his facepalm, oh boy shtick, right? It goes, so from head to toe, I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? So basically, it plays a song and shit, and the whole time is throughout the whole theme is cut with Mikey getting his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect fucking intro. Like the whole cold open was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Moving on. So we have Willie Scoop Watts on play-by-play.
Big Willie.
I hate Scoop. He's completely awful. He's worse than Jay Sully.
I think he's better than Jay Sully, but that's like comparing a turd to diarrhea. So, you know what I'm saying? I prefer my shit solid, but you know what I'm saying? To each his own.
Yeah, whatever have you.
Yeah.
He says Joey Styles is on vacation and Paulie is on color commentary for tonight's episode. So we have a TV title match. Mikey Whipwreck, the champion, versus Kevin Sullivan, the challenger. Complete squidash. It's a brawl in the crowd. Scoop's completely awful on play-by-play. I said, where's Sully? The Tape Treasure show is at 1 hour even, so there's got to be some commercials floated through. Did you get the time on the network?
This one was 40 minutes.
40-minute show. Mm-hmm. Paul is trying to hype Scoop up to normal. His tone, he never deviates. He goes completely normal on play-by-play to overselling everything. There's no build in Scoop's play-by-play. Mikey goes through a table. He's powerbombed in the middle of the ring. There's a tree of woe. There's a ref bump. And he calls for the DQ. Negative infinity. Your thoughts?
Well, the main thing that I was trying to figure out in my head was, like, chronologically, when did this match happen? Because they billed it as Mikey Whipwreck's first title defense, but I was under the impression he won the title prior to When Worlds Collide. So, but he defended the title at When Worlds Collide when he had that bullshit match with 911. So that was the only thing I was really thinking about. But you know what I'm saying, this, you know, Whipwreck obviously isn't going to go over anybody. So you know what I'm saying, I expected some bullshit and I got it. So
I took it as it was a show that was spliced up into many segments that was going to be shown over many weeks, because I mean ECW definitely had the same fans in attendance, but this match in particular looked like that it could have been shown right after the last match. Shown after the match between Pitbull. Had the same camera angles, had the same people in the crowd, same people, you know, on the hard camera. You actually saw, I think there was a neckbeard sighting in the arena.
Was Neckbeard in the house? Mm-hmm. Oh, shout out to Big Mike Johnson and shit.
Yeah, I think Neckbeard. If not, he's definitely at Hostile City Showdown.
Oh man, I'm going to keep an eye out there.
Yeah, what's up, Neckbeard?
Did he have a neckbeard there?
No, he had peach fuzz.
Oh. Baby beard.
Yeah, he was like peach fuzz Mike Johnson.
Way to grow up there, Neckbeard.
Moving on. So we go into a promo vignette-orama. Okay, so we got a bumper with Shane Douglas. You know what I'm saying? It's set to some inspirational music. Then we got a Mr. Hughes vignette package. It's set to Roughneck by MC Light. Then we got the Pubic Enema, and their package is set to Slam Bionics. That's what she said. Now it goes into a Terry Funk bumper. You know what I'm saying? And it's set to some more inspirational, happy music. You know what I'm saying? You know, some underdog fighting the odds music type shit. It moves on to the Bruise Brothers, the Lunkheads. You know what I'm saying? It's set to some rock and roll music. And then you got the Putz, Tommy Dreamer, closing out Vignette-orama. And his music is Humping Around by Bobby Brown. So you see it, Tommy Dreamer doing spots and shit, right? It's like, get up off my back. Say, na, 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 na. Ain't nobody humping around. I'm like, what the fuck? What was the equivalent on the network?
Man. So, okay. So, well, speaking of equivalents, that last one is going to be very interesting. But the WWE equivalents, first of all, well, I only really started to pay attention to the last three, which would be Terry Funk, Bruise Brothers, and Tommy Dreamer. Because they're all the music sounds pretty generic and shit, but these last three songs, like, sounded like, I don't know if you've ever bought a keyboard or whatever, but some keyboards have like different buttons with different sounds and shit. So it literally sounded like, for Terry Funk, somebody hit the smooth jazz song and shit, like just pushed the button that said smooth jazz, and then this song played, slapped it with Terry Funk. The Bruise Brothers was just a generic ass soft rock song and shit. And then Tommy Dreamer, his was set to some techno music. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? it's weird that you know, say for one, it's very cheese, but it's interesting. The WWE gave Tommy Dreamer techno music while ECW gave him humping around and shit.
Who knows? Moving on.
Oh shit.
So all these guys are going to be scheduled in an 8-man June 3rd, 1994 in a match. You know how ECW loves their fucking 8-man tags.
Oh boy, yeah, don't remind me.
Oh, they fucking suck ass. Moving on. So we have a Paul Lee promo. He's hyping up June 3rd. Sabu versus Too Cold Scorpio. It's another one of those WCW guys coming over to ECW to put over some guys, you know.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
In the settlement.
There's also some Too Cold Scorpio shoot interviews available on the channel, so go ahead and browse around and check them out.
Paul Lee puts over Too Cold Scorpio as a great in-ring performer, but he's no Sabu. Then it goes into a Sabu package. Then he switches speeds and speaks on Terry Funk. He's hired 2 hoodies to take out Terry and Dory Funk Jr., and that will happen on June 24th, 1994, also known as Hostile City Showdown.
Yeah.
All right.
Put them old ass funks out of their misery.
So Terry Funk responds with a bloody face promo. It's so fucking blah. He says, Hostile City Showdown. I'm bringing my brother, and we're teaming for the first time in a decade. It's going to be a bunch of promises. Terry Funk completely phoned this promo in. He says, hostile, 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 blah, 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 blah. And he makes some funny faces into the camera. Your thoughts?
My thoughts are he bored me to sleep, but hold on. So after ramming Hostile down our throat for 2 straight shows, they're eventually going to name a pay-per-view after this frickin' word. How did this not piss people off back in 1994? Oh, because it was about them. It was about Philly. So, yeah, we're hostile.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hostile as fuck.
Yeah. Let's go to Swanson and Redner.
HAF. If it was 2018. Okay. Oh, man. Okay.
So we got a match. Chad Austin versus Keith Shearer. How the fuck?
We got Jobber versus Jobber, everybody.
Right. I said, you got, Taz, you got Putz, you got Sandman, you got Sabu, you got Terry Funk. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Let's not use those fucking guys.
No.
Let's bring out Chad Austin and Keith Shearer.
It's not like you don't have a low lot, like you just said, even though you got an 8-man tag to close the show later on. God forbid you actually have some people wrestling that people actually want to see instead of a jobber versus jobber showdown and shit.
So Chad Austin comes out to a pop.
Holy moly.
I said, why? Both were put over on play-by-play as being upset underdogs. Shearer beat Jake the Snake Roberts at the Manhattan Center earlier this year with help from Shane Douglas, the ECW heavyweight champion.
It's probably a lot of help from Shane Douglas.
It might as well been Shane versus Jake the Snake Roberts.
Right.
Was it a handicap match?
Right.
Big fucking whoop. The match is completely nothing. They do stuff. I don't care. Scoop and Paul bicker on play-by-play. They argue about how Shearer and Snake Roberts the match, and they bitch about Shane Douglas. Scoop is worse than Jay Sully. Austin with a sloppy roll-up. Dud. Your thoughts on the match?
Oh man. Oh shoot. My thoughts on the match is who do I have to blame for this idea right here? Because this is a terrible waste of TV time.
So we have a replay of the finish between Mikey Whipwreck and the Pitbull. And next week, it's going to be Shane versus Chad Austin.
How, Sway?
It said, you never know. LOL, I know. There's no way Chad Austin beats Shane Douglas for the title. Moving on. We have a replay of the Public Enemy's run-in at When Worlds Collide main event. Moving on.
Oh, I could watch that 1,000 times.
We have a franchise and roughneck promo.
This was awesome.
Mr. Hughes' mean mug looks to be turned into a smile. Shane Douglas puts over Mr. Hughes. Mr. Hughes puts over Shane Douglas. They trash the Bruce Brothers and the Putts. Moving on.
Oh, you can't just move on because I'll make it brief. This freaking was probably the best Mr. Hughes promo of all time because basically he established himself as a kingmaker, talking about everybody he associate with get the gold, even though he got with Shane after Shane got the gold, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
He's a heel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He mentioned Lex Luger, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he mentioned the Hood, and he mentioned the Sidewalk Slam, and it was awesome.
Mr. Hughes might be an MVP nominee for the 94 Sully Awards. Honestly, this dude does everything awesome. His promos are awesome. His matches are quick and to the fucking point.
You know,
He's amazing. He don't take no shit from nobody.
No, he don't.
Yo, he's amazing. He's a great role model.
And I've never seen him with his glasses off.
Oh, stay tuned.
Oh no.
So we have an 8-man tag. The Lunkheads,
Why?
the Putts, and Terry Spunk versus the Pubic Enema, Shane Douglas, the ECW Heavyweight Champion, and the Roughneck, Mr. Hughes. Public Enemy on the house mic. They want Todd to come out. Commissioner Todd Gordon is out with 2 refs. Todd says that the Public Enemy, they have a restraining order on Terry Funk until Hostile City Showdown. So he has to leave the arena.
Understandable.
Public Enemy's lawyer is Tricky Dick Dangerously, which is Paul's father.
Oh, very nice.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's a terrible handicap brawl. Funk goes to the back and asks anyone to help. JT and Mikey sit back. JT Smith answers the challenge.
Why, JT? Why? This is the same guy who turned his back on you, and then can you tell me why JT Smith would listen to this ghoul for any reason?
Because he's a Philadelphia superstar, a Rocky Balboa type, umero uno.
But his knee is blasted to obliterate. So and Terry Funk stabbed him in the back. Let's not forget that.
So inside the ring, Putts in peril. We have a Putts come back. Hot tag JT. JT becomes knee in peril. Ref wants to stop it, but JT is a goof. So he continues.
And what part of the game is that?
Shane with the figure 4. The ref calls it. Done.
How, Sway?
Shane uses the ropes. They're still brawling. JT's upset that the ref called it. Then they go to an ECW fan cam. He's recording the outside brawl, which has spilled outside onto Swanson and Rittner. JT decks the ref. He's tired of the system, quote unquote. Scoop's call is completely terrible. It's a June 4th bumper to June 3rd bumper. Then there's a Hostile City Showdown bumper. Then we end with a Sandman woman promo. Hack's gonna lower the bill to $75 to call off the Singapore Cane match. And if not, you can pay with blood. Woman finishes the promo by saying she can shove the stick sideways. Out. Overall, Scoop is completely awful. Clip show, skip show. Thumbs down.
I do concur. However, I just want to say thank you again to the Sandman.
Oh, Babyface of the Year, Sandman. Babyface and heel.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Eddie Gilbert would be proud.
Next week, May 31st, June 7th shows that we're going to review. Cruising in the Hostile City Showdown. You know who I be. Scourge of the IWC. To the right of me, Hot Stuff Hollywood, the great one. Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.